Welcome back. So John and I are going to compare two units in the Icon Brickell Tower on Biscayne Bay in Miami. It's downtown Miami. The first is Unit E in Tower 1. It's 1,314 square feet. And the second is Unit C in Tower 2, and it's 1,500 square feet. Both of them are 2-bedroom and 2-bath units. One's a little bit bigger than the other, so it'll be interesting to see which one we think is better designed.
That's right, and they both obviously had the same location score. They got a 91 out of 100 from a walk score point of view, so full marks for location. As we were finding out in most of these projects in Miami, no explicit environmental performance features, so 0 on that.
Correct.
You wanted to talk about siting with this one.
I did want to talk about siting. So with the first unit, we actually thought that the siting of it was really, really good because it's an end unit, and when you actually look at the location of it and its view towards the Biscayne Bay, it's really nice.
That's right.
It's very private because there's no overlooking from other units, and the curtain wall's on 2 sides, so it's really, really good.
That's right. So you're getting west light there, so you are going to get some heat gain, but you do have a predominantly north-facing outdoor deck, so
exactly,
looks good. Okay.
Yeah. So in terms of the rest of the unit, I think that overall it was actually pretty good. I think that we've got an issue with outdoor living.
That's right.
I think the deck is a little narrow. It's pinched off. The geometry of the building means that it's very unusable the whole way across. So that's unfortunate because you would spend a lot of time out there on the deck. The other thing,
well, just to go back to that for a second, when you look at the promotional literature, it says it's the 150 square foot deck,
yeah,
and yet it's a
strip.
It's a strip, and
yeah,
so you're only going to be using that much.
Yeah,
because even that's not very big.
No,
look
it's
at that
really narrow. You can't
right?
fit a table out there,
no.
And that's too bad because there's a lot of times where you'd be able to eat outdoors in Miami, and that's a real unfortunate thing. Exactly. I think the other thing that's a bit of a problem in this unit is the dining space because it's basically sort of the area between the eating bar here and where the back of your living room furniture is going to be, like here, and I don't think there's enough room. Plus there's a direct view into the master bedroom from the dining space, and it's one of those things where there's really not enough room for a full living room grouping plus a dining table, plus counter stools.
And I think it's largely driven by that large column in the corner there because it starts to push your furniture.
Yeah,
one of them is going to be
down.
squished. It's either the living room is going to be switched or the dining room is going to be a little bit tight.
Yeah.
I think. Other than that, I thought it was pretty good. The organization is pretty clear.
It is
the
good.
Corner unit means that the bedrooms are located on the 2 corners, which is nice.
It's got a nice entry.
That's
which
right.
Is, which
and
is
not
great.
a lot of wasted circulation space. The washer dryer makes sense. The bathrooms are reasonable.
Yeah.
I think it's all pretty good.
It's pretty good.
So it's interesting to then have a look at the next unit because that's Unit C.
Yeah.
And I think I'd be very curious to see if anybody else picked this up, but we noticed
it from a siting point of view.
There's a siting problem.
There is, because when you look at the floor plan of the unit, so if we go ahead to the floor plan, we go, okay, well, yeah, that makes sense. We're always a little bit nervous in condo or apartment lofts when we have an indent in the plan, and here we've got 2, and so we're a little bit nervous. So when we go back to the key plan and we have a look, we see that right there's a staircase. We're not quite sure what the other indent is because it's not shown.
Might be mechanical equipment. It could
probably
be
mechanical. However, the biggest issue is right here. We've got the full bank of elevators, which are going to be all right here, which is against the party wall for the master bedroom. And I don't know if you've ever been in a high-rise building with the hydraulic elevators. They're loud. Even if it's sound insulated, you can hear them and you can feel the vibration. So I think this unit
even if they're not hydraulic elevators, it's still the same, right? You're right. That's a real problem.
Yeah, so I think the issue with this unit is that it's surrounded by stairwells, mechanical equipment, and elevator shafts.
Exactly, so it does not get the siting points for that.
No.
The other thing that we didn't like was the entry.
Yeah, the entry is strange. I mean, there's a big space, but
it's too big.
Well, it is too big, and then you've got your air conditioning and your washer dryer right there. I think it's going to feel like a mechanical room.
That's right. If it was in Toronto, it would say study.
Yeah, you are correct. That's true.
So at least they don't do that.
Yeah.
But it is just this kind of leftover space with the washer dryer and the air conditioning unit in front, and no closet. So I guess it's a place to save your surfboard and your scuba.
It's not good.
Right?
It feels like the back door from a garage. It's not very good.
So,
the other problem is the kitchen.
Yes.
I think for a 1,500 square foot unit, the kitchen in scale feels to me like it would be something you would have in a 1-bedroom.
Yes.
It is too small.
That's right, because if you take out the refrigerator, the oven, the sink, and the cooktop, you're just basically left with 2 or 3 feet on each side
Yeah,
for
but
workspace.
what's interesting is look at the other unit and look at the kitchen in the other unit, because it's bigger.
That's right.
And there's an eating bar.
That's right.
And this one, for whatever reason, they made it smaller, and they don't have any overhang for stools.
No.
So I think that's poor.
That's right. Okay, so that means that we gave Unit E a 15 out of 20 and Unit C a 12 out of 20, largely because of the sighting issue, I think, is the one that dinged that second unit a fair bit. And both of the units are probably better designed than their scores show because of the environmental performance issue.
Yeah, that really brought them down. Yeah.
A little bit. So I guess our conclusion, first unit, right?
Absolutely.
That's the one that would ultimately be the best.